Mm. Hey, awareness, how you doing, sweetheart? Give me just a moment. I'm almost there. Trying to pull it together. How you doing this evening? All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Indigo's house, y'all. Come on in, settle on down. I just thought I'd pop back in here today since I have been getting a lot of questions here lately about no fro. I'm sorry, awareness. Like I said, welcome to everybody in the room. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. No fro. I got it wrapped down tight. It's down to my head today. But like I said, I've had a lot of questions within the last couple of days about the Bethlehem star, the great Jupiter Saturn conjunction that's happening tomorrow. Okay, so with that being said, I decided, I got all these individual questions. I'm going to pop on here and I'm going to talk a little bit about it, as much information as I know personally, and a little bit of research that I dug up just to give y'all a little history on it. Hey, Vampy, how you doing, babe? Okay, so we all know that we have the Jupiter Saturn conjunction is happening tomorrow, or as they say in astrological circles, the Great Conjunction, when Jupiter and Saturn come close together to give the appearance that they meld into one. Okay, so there's a lot of things that goes on with that spiritually as well as scientifically. Okay, so I wrote down a few notes and I'm going to give some of the information that I picked up um, about that and share it with y'all. I just thought it was really, really interesting. Y'all know I like to read a lot, so it was really interesting to me. So I thought I would share it with you all. Forgive me if I glitch a little bit. Y'all know I'm working off the hotspot, trying to get this Wi-Fi together. So right now we're working off the hotspot on my phone. Just to start out, donate, 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 like, share, subscribe, support. You can make any donations. Donations are welcome at $Blues Indigo. Please be sure to stop by my website, which is www.houseindigosblues. Don't forget, I have a workshop that's coming up January 23rd on the 21st at 7 p.m. It is a private Facebook live workshop. If you would like to attend that, the workshop is $10. You can make that payment to $Blues Indigo. If you need further information about it, you can DM me on IG at indigo_blues, or at on Facebook, my page on Facebook, Indigo Blues, or you can I DM me at my personal page, which is Indigo I Am Free, one word, I Am Free, put together. Okay, so you can DM me for further information on that. Okay, whew, that was a mouthful, y'all. That was a mouthful, straight up, straight up. But give me just a moment. I'm going to put some lay some information on you that I thought was really, really, really interesting about what's happening tomorrow, as well as a few dates. Okay, I dug up some dates. Y'all know I was digging. I dug up some dates and I did some actual math. And y'all know I don't like doing math unless it has something to do with money. Okay, so with that being said, um, yeah, give me just one moment to do this, and then I will be done with this part of it. Well, all right. There we go. All right. Let's dig into this. Okay. The Bethlehem Star 2020. Big, major event. Okay. And we call it the conjunction, the Great Conjunction. I dare say the Great Reset. Okay. So, give you a little information about it. Basically, the Bethlehem Star is the conjunction of the planets Jupiter and Saturn coming very, very close to each other, okay, and being visible in the night sky. Now, usually when these two line up, they usually line up about every 20 years because those are two of the slowest planets in our little constellation here. Um, but they line up about every 20 years. But this time, they're going to line up about 6 arc minutes, which is equal to zero point 0.1 degree apart in the night sky. Okay, which is going to make them look kind of like they, come into one. All right. So that's very, very close. Now, there's been a little bit of debate in the science community of how long ago these two have come together. Some say it's about 400 years. Some people say it's about 800 years. Actually, the last time that this actually came together in this kind of conjunction was July 16th, 1623. That's approximately 400 years ago. Okay. It was at that point in time, I think it was 5 arc minutes away from apart from each other. And that was about 397 years ago. So that's what holds up about that 400-year discussion that everybody wants to say the last time it came like this was 400 years ago. Now, the thing about that was at that point in time, it was only briefly visible to those who lived in Central Africa, Indonesia, and Northern South America. Y'all excuse me, I have my notes going here so I can remember all these dates because y'all know I got to hit you my giddy up. Okay. So at that point in time, when it showed maybe about 400 years ago, 397 to be exact, it was only briefly visible to people in certain parts of the world, like Central Africa, Indonesia, and Northern South America. So, and they would only be able to see it briefly, okay, like a glimpse. Okay. Now, the last time that most of the world, a majority of the world, was able to see this conjunction happen in the sky was March 5th, 1226. Okay. And at that point, it was just 2 arc minutes apart, which mean damn near on top of each other. Okay. It was damn near on top of each other. And it's very similar to what we will be able to see tomorrow. We're supposed to be able to see it tomorrow. Okay. And it will be visible in the evening sky. Now, the last time that it was actually visible to people, July 16th, 1623, it was actually visible in the morning sky. How about that? It was visible in the morning sky. This time it's going to be visible in the evening. Okay. So what we're going to be seeing tomorrow happen is basically what happened on March 5th, 1226. Now, that date is very important because that solidifies the argument of the 800 years that everybody is claiming the last time this actually happened. So the actual last time that we will be able to see it this close to each other happened about 800 years ago, 794 years to be exact. Yeah, I did the math. Okay, so it will be visible in the evening sky this go around. And this is something that I encourage everybody to get together with your family. It's very important. As you can see, this is happening over multiple 100-year spans. We will not see this again in our lifetime. Our kids won't see it in their lifetime. So this is a very special event. It's a very special event scientifically, astronomically, spiritually, actually. Y'all excuse my heat. It's wash day. Y'all forgive me. So this is it's very important. It's something that it's a memory to be made with your kids and your family, and something that can be passed down, to generations that come afterwards. I was there, I saw it, it happened, you know? So let me get into the spiritual part of it for me. Okay. The spiritual part of it for me is, this is basically the Great Reset, y'all. This is the Great Reset. I know y'all have heard me say that a couple of times. The Great Reset. This is where things get set to where they're supposed to be. That's what's been happening basically all of 2020. Everybody's, oh, it's such a tragic year. Da, 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 da. Hey, there's no healing without pain. Point blank. There's no healing without pain. And this is basically growing pains. This is getting us back to ground zero. This is another chance to get it right. Basically what's happening tomorrow evening, when we have these conjunctures and these the great conjunctures like this, it basically sets the tone for what's happening for the next 20 years. Like I said, these planets used to come together every 20 years. It's not always as we will see it tomorrow night. Hi, Blue. How you doing? It won't be as we see it tomorrow night, because that only happens, like I said, every 400 to 800 years, But every 20 years, Jupiter and Saturn do come in conjunction with each other. Okay? So it's kind of like a reset. So it's going to set the tone for a lot of things that, we hold very important, like the arts, music, theater, politics, things like that. It's going to set the tone for that for the next 20 years, for those of us that are paying attention to it. Hey, Breed Love, how you doing, sweetie? To understand how that's going to affect us, you have to kind of know what these planets, girl, we are not worried about your spelling. We know what you mean. Girl, I have problems spelling my own name sometimes, so they'll let you know what that is. I kind of understand what these planets are all about, or, what we deem to think that they have dominion over, okay? Like Jupiter has dominion over personal perceptions and potentialities and, things coming into manifestation, okay? And Saturn is basically about the concrete material world. Okay. Now, if you can understand how that works together, okay, think about, your own personal perceptions, things changing, things being, getting rid of things that don't serve you anymore, bringing in things that do, setting your intentions, starting to manifest what you want, getting your mindset in an abundance state of mind instead of a lack. So you can kind of understand how that's going to happen. Whatever mind frame that you're in, when this, hey, Michelle, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Welcome to Indigo's house. To kind of understand how this is going to happen for some people. If you're in a mind state of lack, that's going to set your tone for the next 20 years. I mean, get that. You're manifesting where your mindset is. Okay? So this is a time to get your head right. This is a time to set your intentions for the positive, to set your intentions for being successful, goals that you want to reach, things that you want to happen, stability for your family, all of that. This is a time to set that, because this is going to set your tone for the next 20 years. Yeah, no thinking of fears and negative, anything like that. You want to think in the positive. Now, it's true that it takes positive and negative for things to happen. It has to be equal balance. It has to be an equal charge back and forth. You know, if it's only negative, it won't work. If it's only positive, it won't work. It has to be going back and forth. You're going to have your negative anyway, but you need to have yourself in a positive mind state. You need to raise your vibration during this point in time. And for those of us who have not been preparing for this, that did not know that this was coming, hey, you better get on the good foot. You got, it starts around 12 midnight, really. You know, midnight. That's the beginning of the 21st. Get your head right. Okay, this is a time to start manifesting or getting your manifestations in order. I'm sorry, I talk fast, y'all. I guess because I'm really, really excited. This is this is bigger than the full moons that we've been having. This is bigger than the Lions Gates. This is bigger than all of that, y'all. This is the big cheese here. Okay, this is what we got going on. So, you know, this is a time to, I say, do a lot of meditation, get your head right, cleanse yourself, sage your house, sage your family, you know, clear those bad energies out, you know, get some positive going. You know, if you can't remember off the top of your head, excuse me, y'all, my allergies is messing me up and my eyes has been itching like crazy here lately. But if you can't remember the things that you want to put into action, I always say write it down anyway, because when you take the ideas from your head and you put them on paper, they tend to materialize. It gives them some solidity, you know? So, you know, write down what those intentions are and make sure, I mean, don't just be frivolous with it. Don't be frivolous with it. I mean, um, be very, very direct and exact. You know, a lot of people ask for stuff and they're very general. Don't be general. This is not the time for generalizations. This is a time to be direct. This is a time to be on point. This is a time to ask for exactly what you want, and be careful of what you ask for, because what you put into the universe is what it gives you. Okay. So we have a big window open right now. This is the time. You know, we've been manifesting and practicing our manifestation all year long. To put your goals out there. This is when it's going to happen. Now, don't get me wrong. There'll be some people that use this in a very bad way. They will be putting out their negative thoughts, their negative ideas. They will be exercising hatred, and they will manifest that. But as I say always, when you dig one hole for one person, you better dig another one for yourself, because it's also time for them to reap what they've been sowing all year. Right? So I'm just like, I'm so excited about it. You know, this is a time, you know, to speak to those ancestors that you know, you wanted to talk to. I mean, 2021, I'm just going to say it, it's going to be a good financial year for most people. It's going to be a very good financial year. All the struggling and work that we put in this year, you will see the manifestation of that next year. You will see that next year. And if you're using this opportunity that you have tomorrow for, I guess what some people say, miracles to manifest, yeah, this is it. This is that time. I mean, if you believe in that type of thing, I know I do. This is a way of life for me. It's not just something, it's not for play. This is for real for me. This is a real deal. So I will be doing my meditation. I will be speaking lovingly to my ancestors, you know, those that have passed on that are now my spirit guides and things like that. I will be talking to them. I will be putting my intentions out there. I will be working even harder on my goals. Just kind of like what they used to say, whatever you're doing at the strike of midnight on New Year's Eve is what's going to happen for the rest of the year. But yeah, you say, hey, y'all, not trying to be rude, but I claim that, hey, I don't rock like that. I don't go against whatever your beliefs are, baby. Claim it, stand on it, do whatever is right for you, what fits you. My path is not for everybody to walk. My beliefs is not for everybody. That's why I don't push my beliefs on everybody. I live and let live. Whatever makes you feel good, whatever is the right fit for you. So, I mean, everybody's welcome here. I don't make any restrictions on that. To me, this is my walk and that's what I talk, because it may fit somebody, it may give somebody some solace. But hey, I was in the church as well. It wasn't a good fit for me. Doesn't mean it's not a good fit for everybody else. Okay. So, hey, claim it, baby. Like they say, wherever two are in the midst, he's in the midst. Wherever two are there, he's in the midst. Hey, go for it. So, like I'm saying, y'all, this is a momentous event. This is something we will never see again in our lifetime. And it's very special. And I'm looking so forward to seeing and experiencing this with my family, my children, my grandchildren, And I want right now, one of the things that I will be putting into the ethos for everybody, everybody that's accepting and receiving of that, I will be putting in abundance and prosperity and stability, love, good health. I will be wishing that for my YouTube tribe, my tribe first, because I tell y'all I got to look after mine first, but y'all will definitely be in that. I want us to prosper as a people. They say somewhere around dusk. I'm not sure of the exact time. That's the one thing that I couldn't tack down, Jane. I couldn't tack that down, but I'm sure it's somewhere out there. I'm going to go back and look that up myself because I would really like to know. But for me, I'm starting at midnight tonight. Just to be honest, I don't want to miss nothing. In that sense, you could call me greedy. I don't want to miss not one little iota of it. Okay, I'm gonna start at midnight. I'm lighting my candles. I'm starting to check my intentions. I'm cleansing myself. All of that. It should be visible globally to most people around the world. It should be, at their dusk time, it should be visible to most. It's supposed to be as it was 800 years ago, 794 years ago. It should be visible to most of the world. Only thing different now from then is then it was visible in the daytime as well. Here, this time around, it will be visible in the evening. Yeah. So that is the general consensus right now. I did a little bit of research online. I went to the NASA site. Yes, y'all, I did some digging for y'all. Okay. I went to the NASA site to do a little research about what's happening and, the dates and when the last time was happening and the degrees and things like that. Because I knew nothing about no arc minutes and how arc minutes translates into degrees. Okay. Like the last time that it happened, it was when they're usually coming around, they're separated by 1 degree. And this time it's coming around, it's going to be 6 arc minutes, which is equal to 0.1 degree. 0.1. That's pretty damn close. And the last time, and this 6 arc minutes, okay? The 6 arc minutes. Now, the very last time that it was seen, like what we're going to see in the night sky, The last time that happened about 800 years ago, roughly 800 years ago, it was 5 arc minutes apart from each other. So that means it was even less than 0.1, which is like it was kissing. All right. So that's pretty damn big. That's pretty damn big. You know? We just say, sis, I'm about to knock out, but so glad I'm at the house of indigo. Aw, we're gonna knock out, girl. I know that time difference is something else. You say so in 2 hours it will be here. 2 hours is the start of the 21st. So like I said, I'm starting from that morning all the way through. I'm gonna be setting my intentions all day long. Yes, religious and spiritualists are excited about this event, Jane. Um, One thing, because the religious people are looking at it as the Star of Bethlehem, the one that the Magi followed to find baby Jesus. So it's significant to them in that respect. It's a very religious situation for them. The spiritualists are excited because of the connotations of the conjunction and the Great Reset, getting a fresh start, so to speak. So yeah, the time for manifestations, the time to bring things in that really need to be, and like I said, this is something, a lot of people don't pay attention to because it's not as big every 20 years. We don't have it come this close, every 20 years. It happens every 20 years and there's a reset, but this is the great reset. This is the big one. We haven't seen an event like this in 794 years, y'all. Yeah. So, hi Q, how you doing? Um, this is something that I think that everybody can get into. This is something that we can all come together on. Matters what your religion or your belief system is. This is significant across the board. Have a good night, Shree. This is something that we can come together on across the board. This is something that we can all agree on, that this is a big event for whatever it means to you. It is special. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing, and I'm just really excited about it. My granddaughter is really into astronomy, so that's something that I can vibe with her on. Solo Man, thank you for popping in. So, that's something I can vibe with her on. And that's what I was saying beforehand, that this is something that these are memories, man. This is memories that she's going to remember for the rest of her life and tell her children and her grandchildren and hopefully her great grandchildren about. This is a big thing. This is a time to manifest. This is a time to put it out there. This is the changing of the guard, y'all. And I had actually somebody mentioned to me that I had totally forgot about. This is also the beginning of the age of Aquarius. So, hey, we got a lot of stuff going on. 2020 has been chock full of some of everything right now. All right. So we got a lot of stuff going on. This is the big cheese here. So I'm just like urging everybody to be very attentive and pay attention to what's going on around you. And I just wanted to come and not only give you a spiritual side of it, but I wanted to give you a scientific side of it. And I know everybody wasn't here in the beginning, so I'll briefly go back over the scientific part of it that I went over earlier. Most people call it the Bethlehem Star, and a lot of us call it the Great Conjunction, and both of them are accurate. Basically, the conjunction is when Jupiter and Saturn come near each other, and they come together every 20 years, and they're usually separated by 1 degree. This time that it comes around, it's going to be separated by 0.1 degree. Okay, so that's pretty darn close enough for most of us to think that they get close enough to look like they meld into one, right? Um, like I said, there's a big debate in the scientific community about whether the last time we saw it, like we're going to see it tomorrow, is 400 or 800 years. And both of them are correct with only minor details. The last time that it was actually seen in the night sky was, well, in the morning and night sky, was July 16th, 1623. Okay. And that was about 397 years ago. So that solidifies that 400-year argument, right? Yes, it should be the brightest in the sky. Um, like I was saying, however, at that time, it was only briefly visible to certain people in certain parts of the world. Only people that lived in Central Africa, Indonesia, and Northern South America were able to briefly see it, only for small moments of time. Okay, so that's the last time it was actually visible like it is going to be tomorrow. Now, the last time most of the world, and y'all, if y'all excuse me, because like I said, I wrote down notes when I went and did my research. I wrote down notes so like I remember it. The last time that most of the world was able to view the conjunction as it's going to be tomorrow was March 5th, 1226. Now, if you do quick math on that, that's 794 years ago, which solidifies the 800-year argument. And I tend to go with the 800-year argument because when it was seen on March 5th, 1226, it was just 2 arc minutes apart, which means less than 0.1 degree. Okay, so it looked like it was almost melding into one, which is why they were saying that this is similar. Now, this time around it's going to be that at that point it was visible in the morning. Okay, this time we're going to be visible in the evening, and we're the Jupiter and Saturn will be 6 arc minutes apart, which is equal to 0.1 degree. Okay, so that's what makes the 800-year mark more valid, because it will be very similar to what happened then. So I guess any babies born during this event will have supernatural powers in life. That's what everybody's reporting. Okay. Um. uh, okay. Let me just say it like this. My personal belief is that we are all born with gifts. Some of our gifts, or some of us, our gifts are more. Um, let's just say some of us have gifts that are more prevalent than others. And I believe that it's all due to the culture and the environment that we're brought up in and our personal home environment. Some people are encouraged to uh, exhibit their gifts more than others. Some of us are more jaded and our gifts are taught out of us because of religious or cultural beliefs that it's not proper to have these gifts. And so I still believe that we all have them. They're just kind of locked down, tamped down a little bit. But I believe that everybody possesses their gifts. Everybody's gifts are different. So as far as supernatural powers, yeah, we all got those. We are supernatural people just being who we are. All right. So yeah, this is a big time, as I said before, for those of us who want to set our intentions, who want to manifest what we're looking for. We need to get into it, y'all. We need to get our minds right. We need to meditate. We need to get our heads in a positive space, get our head and our mindset in a mindset of abundance and not lack. You know, this is going to set the tone for everything for about the next 20 years. Your music, your literature, your theater, your politics, personal perceptions, everything we do right now. This is going to set the tone for it. So if you want your next 20 years to be productive and profitable and stable, now's the time to put that in the air. Now's the time to get that done. Now's the time to speak to those ancestors that you haven't talked to. Now it's time to knock the dust off your ancestral altar. Blow it out. You know, now's the time to do your prayers. According to what your belief system is, do your prayers. Ask your God for what you want. Ask your God for what you want. And they say you ask and you shall receive. But the key to that, as it is in my belief system, is when I put my intentions out there, I move forward as if it's already done. I do thank the creator, the source, the one, whatever you want to call him. I believe he's the same. We just all have different names for him. But this is a time that you ask your creator for what you want. And then you move forward as if it's already done. You give thanks. The way I do it is I give thanks for what has already been done. I give thanks for what is being done right now. And I give thanks for what's going to be done in the future. So I'm already expressing my gratitude for what's coming to me. I know it's already there for me because I've already asked for it. So that is how I approach that situation with that. So this is the time for it, y'all, now more than ever. Set your tone for the next 20 years. That is setting intentions for yourself. That is setting intentions for your family. That is setting intentions for your kids, your grandkids. I mean, think of all the things that can happen in the next 20 years. In 20 years, I will be 60, 70. Okay. And I'm setting it out there. Okay. I'm setting that intention out there. I intend to be sexy at 70. Okay. I want to be successful at 70. So this is the time to do all of that. I have certain things that I want to happen in my personal life, in my own personal growth, things I want to achieve. So I'm going to put those out there. What would you say, Jane? I think the diaspora will see a rise in power. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, Blue, thank you. Thank everybody, because I have been getting this question like crazy and it didn't hit me. I'm just like, you know what? I need to go on and talk about this because, I didn't understand really. Y'all know I get a little locked in my own bubble sometimes, in my own head, but I didn't realize actually in my hermithood that so many people were interested in it. I know what I'm interested in. I read and study a lot. But when I had gotten so many questions and requests for information about it, I'm like, wow, there's actually a lot of people. And then I actually came out of my little cave and started looking around. And I'm like, okay, this is a big thing for everybody. So there we go. It's not much. I encourage you to study and research for yourself. Look a little further into it. That's what I'll probably be doing until close to midnight. And then I'm going to get in a full manifestation mode. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. But just to give y'all a little information, scientifically, spiritually, and otherwise, on what to be expecting for tomorrow. It's a big day. Treat it as such. It's a special day. We won't see it again in our lifetimes or our children's lifetimes. So, yeah, take advantage of it, y'all. This is a big deal. All right, y'all. I didn't plan on this being any long live. I just wanted to pop in and drop that information on you guys. As I said before, like, share, subscribe, support. If you like this type of information, hey, let me know. Donate. We're trying to get this channel up and running. I'm trying to make this a safe and positive place for people to be. If you feel like you want to give a gift from the heart, a donation, that can be made at $Blues Indigo. Please support my platform and my business. Please take the time to stop by my website, which is www.houseindigosblues. I'm also on IG at indigo_blues. I have a page on Facebook at Indigo Blues where you will see some of my art, my jewelry, and some of the products that I make. All right. I love y'all. Self-love is key. Love yourself, or you can't love anyone else, and no one else can love you. because you haven't shown them how. People love you according to how they see you love and respect yourself. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Happy, grand, great conjunction tomorrow. I love y'all. Be at peace.